Welcome to Campfire Stories.
Welcome back to the fire, friends. When we left the sisters' barns, the secret was out. Mo had found the folder, seen their father's chin on a stranger's face, and learned that Dott had known since March about a sister on Fogo Island. They had gone to sleep hurt and silent, holding hands across the dark. Tonight, in Bonavista, all of that hurt finally comes up, and it comes up hard. I told you I would not soften this one, and I will not.
Marty, I have been bracing all week. Just before it starts, tell me, Bonavista, so I have something lovely to hold.
I will, Carol, because Bonavista is lovely, and the day was lovely, which is often how the worst evenings arrive. Bonavista is where John Cabot is said to have first sighted the New World in 1497, and there is a grand statue of him looking out to sea, and puffins on the headland, and a replica of his little ship, the Matthew, that you can walk the deck of. And they had a fine afternoon on the surface, two sisters being careful and polite with each other, which if you have ever been in a family you know is a great deal worse than shouting. And they went to supper at a bright little place, and they ordered, and they were careful and careful and careful. And then Dott ordered a second glass of wine. And Mo said, "Do you think you need that?" And that was the match, Carol.
Oh, Marty. Such a small thing. Do you think you need that, and the whole week goes up?
The whole week, Carol. Because it was never about the wine. Dott put down her glass and said low, "Do not you start managing me, Maureen. You have been managing this whole trip." And Mo said, "I have been managing it. I have been managing it. I'm not the one who has been lying to my own sister since March." And it was out right there among the fish and chips, and they paid too fast, and they took it outside, because you do not have that fight in a room full of strangers. You take it down to the water. And on the Bonavista Wharf in the long northern evening light, the sisters' barns finally had it out.
Oh, Marty? What did they say? Tell me true.
Dott went first, Carol, because Dott always leads with her heart. She said, "I did not tell you because I was trying to protect you. You have Daddy up on a shelf like a plaster saint, and I could not be the one to knock him off it." And Mo said the cruel, true thing back, the thing you can only say to someone you have known your whole life, because only they have handed you the knife. She said, "No, Dorothy, you did not tell me because you wanted him for yourself. You wanted to be the one who found her, the one who fixed the family, the big dramatic reunion, because you have spent your whole life being the baby, and this was finally your show." And Carol, that one landed, because there was a grain of truth in it, and the cruelest things always have a grain of truth in them.
Oh, Marty, that is a terrible thing to say, and worse because it is a little bit true. What did Dott do?
Dott went white, Carol, and then she gave it right back, because she is no lamb. She said, "At least I went looking. At least when I found out we had a sister who has been alone her whole life, I got on a bus. You would have put the folder in a drawer and kept Daddy shiny and let that woman die never knowing, because God forbid, Maureen, God forbid the Barnes family ever be anything less than perfect." And Mo, Carol. Mo did the thing that ended it. Mo said, "Do not you dare lecture me about time. You have no idea. You have no idea what I am," and she stopped. She stopped herself right at the edge of it. And Dott, still furious, did not hear the edge she had stopped at. And Mo turned and walked off down the wharf alone into the dark, and did not come back.
She almost said it.
The pills, whatever it is. She almost threw it down on that wharf and she caught it. Oh, Marty, and Dott does not even know how close she came to hearing it. Did Mo come back to the room?
She did not, Carol. And that was the longest night of the whole trip. Dott went back to the inn alone and sat up in a chair by the window, sick with it, because in the heat of it she had said her sister would let a woman die for the sake of appearances, and she knew the second it was out of her mouth, that it was not true, that it was the meanest arrow in the quiver, and she had fired it at the person she loved most in the world. And Mo was out there somewhere in a strange, dark town, 73 years old, with a bottle of pills and a broken picture of her father and a thing she had not told a soul. And the two of them, Carol, who had shared a room and a family and a whole life, had never in all their years been further apart than they were that night, in the same little town, a few hundred yards from each other, both wide awake.
Oh, Marty, I cannot bear it. Two old women alone in the dark in a strange town because they love each other too much and said it too meanly. Please tell me one of them crosses the distance.
One of them crosses it, Carol. Near 3 in the morning, Dot could not stand it another minute, and she put her coat on over her nightgown and went out to look for her sister in a town she did not know, an old woman calling another old woman's name down empty streets. And she found her, Carol, down at the far end of the wharf, sitting on a bench, wrapped in her good travel cardigan, looking at the black water. And Dot did not say sorry, not first, and Mo did not either, because sorry was too small and too big both. Dot just sat down beside her on the cold bench. And after a long while, Mo said, into the dark, I used to think he told us everything. And Dot said, maybe he did not know how to carry it, and thought not saying it was the kindest thing. Same as somebody else I know. And Mo Carol after a moment laughed. A small, wet, broken little laugh. And she said, we are a family of people who love each other too much to tell the truth. And that, Carol, was the beginning of them coming back.
Oh, thank God. Thank God, Marty. A family of people who love each other too much to tell the truth. That is the whole thing, isn't it? That is the father and both daughters and the woman on Fogo, all of them. Did they decide anything out there on the bench?
They decided the thing that turns the whole trip, Carol. They sat on that cold bench until the sky started to gray, and somewhere in there Mo stopped being the woman who keeps Daddy on a shelf and became the woman who wanted, more than she wanted him perfect, to do right by his living daughter. She said, all right. She said, we are not doing this your way, all drama and surprise, and we are not doing it my way, which is to put it in a drawer and be ashamed. We are going to do it properly. Together. We are going to go to Fogo, and we are going to find our sister, and God help us, we are going to tell her the truth. All of it. And Dot took her hand on that bench, and for the first time in days, it was not holding on across a wound. It was a plan.
Oh, Marty, they are going together now on purpose, eyes open. But you have not forgotten what Mo nearly said on that wharf, and neither have I. She still has not told Dot. Whatever is in that bottle is still sitting there between them waiting.
It is still waiting, Carol, and it does not wait much longer. Because the next leg of the trip takes them to a town with a story of its own about opening your doors to strangers, a town called Gander, and it is there that the last wall between these two sisters finally comes down. What happens in Gander is where we go next time. Until then, friends, sleep warm, keep the fire high, and remember the meanest thing we ever say is usually aimed at the one we would die for. I'm Marty Shepherd.
And I'm Carol, and I have never been so relieved to see two people on a cold bench in my life. Hold your people close and come back for part 5.